Welcome back.
We're the Bourbon Junkies.
And today we're going to talk about our
Parker's
tier
Heritage.
list for pretty much for Heaven Hill's whiskey releases. Let's get into it.
Yeah, since we're doing Heaven Hill, I mean, it feels very appropriate to do some of our favorite products. So I can't believe Dan's actually grabbing the wheat. I've got the Heavy Char Bourbon. So great. We've done tier lists on other distilleries before. We've done Old Forester. We've done a good amount of Buffalo Trace products. They make a million, so it's hard. Some people have asked for Heaven Hill.
We did turkey.
We've done turkey.
We did a price tier list once.
Yeah.
That was fun. I like the price one.
The price one's probably the way to go.
We let patrons vote on this one.
And they said, let's see some Heaven Hill.
It said, let's see the heavenliest hill you've ever heavened in the phrase.
Okay, so how we normally do it is we have our top tier at S tier because of video games and comic books. And
yeah, S is the best.
It's the best. And then we go all the way down to E.
Yep.
I don't feel like this is going to be as fun as an episode as people think it's going to be.
We go to F or E?
No, just E.
Sorry. I heard you say it, but then I started counting, and then I lost it.
Yep, I see that. Mostly because we're not giant Heaven Hill fans.
It's unfortunate.
We like the limiteds, the higher proof stuff, but a lot of the lower blended products we're just not a big fan.
We could have put Heaven Hill 17 on this list. We've had that.
Okay.
So, we're going to go through 12 bottles from Heaven Hill. We're going to tell you what tier we think for us that they belong in. Maybe not to you. A lot of people like Heaven Hill significantly more than we do.
I feel like this is going to be the quickest one we've ever done. That's why we're going to get through 12, and it's not going to be a nightmare because I don't have a lot to say about a couple of these. They're just not good whiskeys.
Real quick, the rules. We do take some form of pricing into consideration of the tier that it belongs in.
Yes.
It is not 100% value-based or whatever, but it is...
Value is always a part of our grading scale.
It just is. You know?
It has to be. So yeah, let's just start with a regular
things.
Elijah Craig.
Small batch.
Yes, Elijah Craig small batch.
So, taking value and whiskey into consideration.
This is honestly, this is teeth cutting whiskey.
This is great teeth cutting whiskey.
Yeah, a lot of people get into this and Buffalo Trace and all that like stuff right around the same time. It's lower proof. They do
pics of it. You and I revisited this pretty recently for a different video and actually enjoyed it more. I used to not like it. You used to like it more.
Yep.
I think you came down, I went up.
Out. Yeah.
I think it's a B.
I agree with you.
I think it's a great bottle. I think it's a great price.
Nothing wrong with it.
Nothing incredible about it. Nothing wrong with it.
Yep.
Middle of the road.
Easy. See? All right, and then we'll go from small batch right to Elijah Craig Barrel Proof.
One of the greatest normal bottles of whiskey.
$65 is probably one of the best values in bourbon. I still think to this day.
Can I tell you something I like about it? I do like that they do 3 releases a year, ABC.
So you get variation.
I like that variation because...
Plus, you get more of it.
You know, when we go by, and not that there's not variation in these because there are, when we go by rare breeds, often rare breeds... We love rare breed, but often rare breeds are pretty similar from batch to batch. So I don't go hunt a new rare breed because the laser code changes.
Yep.
Where with Elijah Craig, I look forward to we got a C. I'm looking forward to try the C now, whatever. Because of that, and even around, I'm going to say even around 80 because a lot of people find it around 80.
S.
100%.
It's just an S tier. It's straight S. Yeah. It's one of the best products that they make that is easily available.
It's not even close.
Yeah, to get. I mean,
it's the most available, best product they put out.
100%
is how I would phrase that.
All right, and then we go to the old Evan Williams White Label, which every time we talk about, people are like, "That is the best $18 bottle of whiskey ever."
Let me tell you how I don't agree.
It's okay.
It's fine.
It's not great.
Burial Barton, better.
Yes, Burial Barton is like my second favorite whiskey ever.
Oh my. Ever come to find out, dude? Who would have thought?
There's literally so many different bottles I'd rather have, even in the same profile, and which we'll even talk about on this list.
Yeah.
Having a white label for me is about a C minus. Like, you're going D? All right.
I was going D.
I'll give you the D.
Let me tell you. Like you said, there's other bottles on this list around the same price range. There's other bottles in this room around the same price range that are significantly better for us.
All right, so real quick, the sponsor of today's video, little Bartender's Blend Coffee. You threw it behind me. How did you think I was going to catch that?
I just thought you'd pull a Superman.
Okay, so as you guys see, here's a little B-roll right here, watching us make some coffee real quick. We're going to make a little cocktail.
We are.
Because this is, meant to be a cocktail coffee.
This is Anders Coffee.
Yeah.
Listen, fellow YouTuber and working with Rockwell, our guy. We're going to make Irish coffee.
Thanks.
Yep. So what we need, this is a recipe off Bartender Blend. We brewed the coffee. Sean said, you seen it? You seen it.
You seen it.
1 ounce of Irish coffee.
What do you want to bet?
Give or take. We're gonna add some Demerara.
Yeah.
Sugar.
Well, we don't have any, so getting a little bit of that instead. Okay.
Nailed it. 3.5 ounces coffee.
What? You think
Nailed
that was
it.
3.5 ounces. All right.
And then, because we all know that I'm one of the greatest bartenders that's ever lived on planet Earth. This is heavy whipping cream. And I'm whipping it heavily.
It looks like it.
We need this to be a nice texture.
Need a nice froth to her.
I've pretty much nailed
Not even gonna complain on that one.
Oh, shit.
You went like so hard at yours.
Dude, I literally did so good on this until me.
Turn your head. Look
Oh,
at
that looks nice.
Ooh.
Okay, if I did a good job, it'd
Ooh.
look like that. If I did a me job, it'd look like this.
That's really fucking good.
Okay, whoa. We haven't made these. This is the first time, clearly. I've made a bunch of this coffee. I've not put it in a cocktail. That's great, though. That's probably legitimately one of the best Irish coffees I've ever had. And I made that, realistically. I'm proud of myself.
All right, so
Needless
real
to
quick,
say, because the coffee blend was actually
this
put
guy.
together by Anders, this is actually intentionally good in cocktails.
Yes. If you are a bar professional, you also get $2 off a bag. If you use code Junkies, you can also just get $3 off. Also, $2 of each sale goes to the Bartenders Guild National Charity, so you can, get coffee and help people out. So always a good one there.
Yeah, listen, if you want to support bartenders, this is actually a really cool way to do it, honestly. You can get coffee and it supports them, and it supports people in the community.
I can't believe you made this.
Right?
Check out some Bartenders Coffee.
Do it.
Cheers
For real.
to those guys for actually working with us.
Yeah, of
After they
course.
see this video, one and done.
True, but they will say they will hire me for this one, fire me for this one. So that's kind of where we're at. Cheers,
Back
you
to the
guys.
video. All right, and then we'll just move on to the old fighting cock.
One of the greatest.
Also another really cheap bottle
Yeah.
that is mass marketed,
Yeah.
easily available. I think it's just a solid C for me.
I go
There's
C.
nothing wrong with it in the same way that there's nothing great for it
Yeah.
either. I would rather just have regular Elijah Craig small batch.
Fighting cock, I'd pay up to Elijah Craig small batch. I'd just pay up. I'd pay
Yeah.
more to have better whiskey.
Something that is more in my profile that I wanted.
Yeah, I agree with the C.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. It is one of the best values because the proof is
It's
nice.
and it's like $12.
It's like 12 bucks and it's
free.
100 proof.
Yeah.
So from just a purely value perspective, I would give it a higher grade. From a whiskey and value perspective, I'm going C, middle of the road. It's there to be a value whiskey.
Write that
That's
down.
what it is.
C. Okay, and then we go to, this is going to be a debated one, Henry McKenna.
A. I literally went and bought out Opperman's when they said they were going to $40 because
Yeah.
it was 32.
Yep.
And I'm like, I like a lot of these.
Now
The problem
it's
is when you got the nice part was when you got a not great one at 32 bucks, you never really cared. All right, we did double check.
Okay, so I was wrong. My entire argument was it was $80.
It's still high, though.
actually $60.
Which is
in the
still
state.
high.
When our favorite product, ECBP, being $65.
Oh my gosh, that's true. And those are 12 years old.
Yeah.
And ECBPs are 12.
And it's a 10-year, it is bottled and bond, but it's still 100 proof.
I'll go down to B.
I think it still lives at a B.
'Cause I do like
What's
it.
crazy is I was giving it a B at 80. And I'm still giving it a B at 60. All right, I think this is where we flip on
This
these
is
ones.
where we're going to start to
Yeah.
disagree.
Because, all right, let's just do these together then.
Okay.
You think agree?
Disagree.
Oh.
Yeah.
So we have JTS Brown
Yeah.
and JW Dana
Yep. Which I like way more than Sean does.
on both of them.
I like way more than because
I like one more than the other.
they carry similar profiles.
They do.
Obviously.
They are, if you took ECBP
Yeah.
and watered them down, I feel like that's what it would taste like.
And made them
is
about
Dana.
8 years younger.
Yeah.
Realistically.
Dude, like,
I think the value on both of them is really high.
they are both like $18 to $24. Like, they're super cheap dollars.
I think
I'm having a stroke today.
I'm pretty sure Dant used to be like 12.
Okay, the only one we could find is actually the JW Dant, which is actually my favorite of the two.
Dant! Liter for 20.
$100 though.
$100.
$100, 100 proof. I
100 buckarooskies,
gonna
dude.
do nothing but
Okay.
misspeak for about 4 days straight.
Dant is a liter, 100 proof. Used to be like $15.
That's just good.
For $15, it's incredible.
It doesn't have the cinnamon nutty aspect that JTS Brown has. That's actually really good. Like, that would smack the crap out of Heaven Hill White Label for me.
Oh, without a doubt.
Like, oh man.
What do you go on that grade?
C. Maybe even B.
So here's the thing. C above Fighting Cock, I think.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Top of C range, maybe?
Yeah, I'm way more in line with this than Fighting Cock,
I think that's
honestly.
better. The problem with this is distribution is like Kentucky only almost, and Fighting Cock is everywhere. That's the only downside.
Terrible label.
Oh, it looks like a Dusty. It legit looks like a Dusty.
Yes, it would look like I went to the liquor store and bought this in 1963.
Yeah.
But it was bought like a year ago, so. All right, so what do you want to leave
C
at?
on Dan, and then on JTS.
That's D.
D.
JTS Brown is not good, man. I don't know why you fight for that bottle so much.
I do think that Dan is above it. So if we got that at C, I think it's got to be a D.
That's what I like to hear. Well, we didn't disagree. We will now.
I think
next
normally
bottle.
Speaking of D's, next bottle is Larceny.
You're really helping along.
Oh, this isn't the barrel proof, is it?
No.
Oh, what's our lowest?
E.
That's an E.
Yeah, the regular Larceny is just not
abysmal.
Not our jam in any way, shape, or form. I don't even know the last time I've had it. Not one iota of me wants to reach for it on a shelf to buy it and try it again.
Here's the thing.
It's the same thing with Bernheim, which is also there.
Bernheim is an F.
Yeah.
We don't even do Fs.
Bernheim is wheat whiskey.
Yes.
This is wheated bourbon.
Yes.
So I will say they are different,
Yeah.
but both of them are just not good.
Like with all due respect to Heaven Hill, it's awful.
And
as a mass market product, you know what their sales team's saying right now? Check our fucking budget, bitch.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure they sell a ton of. It's super welcoming. It's warm. It's sweet. It's not, but it's low proof. It's like $30-ish. It's astringent. I can't stand the flavor profile of normal
like
Larceny.
rubbing alcohol to me, which is unfortunate.
I do like Larceny barrel picks.
So let's roll this right into Larceny Barrel Proof.
Okay. Oh, this is a huge.
Man,
we've had E's. We've had A's.
The swing on the Larceny Barrel Proofs has also been super high batch to batch.
It is the biggest swing.
The ECBPs, I feel like they have their profiles they're almost looking for on each batch.
Yeah.
It's a tried and true process. They've gotten the Larceny Barrel Proof into the 3-release program, basically the same. I just don't feel like it clicks as good as it does with the Elijah Craig.
What was the last Larceny Barrel Proof review? Do you remember?
Okay, so Dan just looked it up real quick. We did review A122.
And we
loved that
Snickers.
one. Yeah, it was like deep fried Snickers. Fantastic bottle. But we've had other ones that I guess apparently only samples that we've not reviewed.
Yeah.
And not enjoyed that much.
They get really nut. The problem for Sean and I is the nutty profile is just not our favorite thing.
It's the worst part of Heaven Hill's profile.
For us.
Amplified.
For us. And so the problem is when the Larcenys are off profile, we love them.
Yeah.
When they're on profile, we don't like them.
Yes.
So this one is kind of like a flip a coin. It just depends completely on the release.
I think it lives at that B range for me.
My thought process was C because I believe that the best case is A. And I believe the worst case is E.
I don't know.
So my best case Larceny BP is not an S.
Really?
No. Because they're the same price as Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. We like that more.
That's true.
In theory,
you're gonna average them down.
Right. All I'm doing is averaging.
I feel bad putting it as a C though.
I know because we liked A122 a lot. Wait, grab A122 real quick. Let's see if we still like it. This will be the tiebreaker. Is our current grade on a several month opened A122.
It is a little woody now though, but I like that.
Me too.
Really good. See, I'm telling you, I think we have.
Okay, let's go. Let's go bottom of B then.
Okay,
bottom of B. Last place.
I'm locking it in.
That's the last B.
Larceny Barrel Proof B.
It's like a B minus basically.
Okay, now we're gonna talk about the Old Fitz, not the crappy bottle that's like free. I'm talking decanters.
Okay, D.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
The problem is, I'd rather just pay for a Larceny Barrel Proof.
I'd rather
drink that.
I know it's their wheat and mash, but I'd just rather have Elijah Craig if we're comparing distilleries, though.
The only ones that we've really, really, really enjoyed, distillery only.
The 15-year red label was freaking incredible.
16-year.
16.
There's a 16 and a 14-year red label one that we've had both. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Same thing with the William Heaven Hills.
We've had like 6. We've
distillery
bought.
Only.
That's true.
We didn't put them on the list because they are distillery only, by the way.
Oh, those are S.
Yeah, those are S's.
They're in the S now.
So
immediately.
we'll glaze over that
They're
real
in the
quick.
S.
Yeah, those are just the best things.
They're
the
so good.
decanters, they do well with pricing. I will say that. It's usually around $10 a year.
I love their pricing strategy on those. That's among the best in the market.
It's not bad. $10 a year, super reasonable. Especially
So
because they've had
reasonable.
stuff from 8 years to 16 years.
In a beautiful bottle.
Yup, great decanter. It's still just very
that
okay
doesn't.
whiskey.
That's not a hit or miss thing for us. Often that's just a no. I wouldn't pay 130 again for it.
We haven't bought any in a while. I think we have like 3.
We
or
bought like
4.
the first 5 or 6, literally. We have 4 over there, and I know we've killed.
We've
at
killed a
least
couple
one.
decanters.
So
Yeah,
we've
not
bought
wrong.
at least 5 or 6 of them,
And we stopped.
and we did stop buying them or stop hunting them, whatever. But the distillery releases, if I saw, I'd buy one of those.
Oh,
without a doubt.
All right, we're going to lock that in as
Yep.
a D, and we're going to move on.
Yep.
Let's talk about Heaven Hill Bottle and Bond. It's an E. Let's move on.
I don't even. Heaven Hill Bottle and Bond is the worst freaking decision from a marketing standpoint and a brand standpoint, in my personal opinion,
Yep.
Heaven Hill's ever made.
They made it way more expensive.
They literally
Younger.
quadrupled the price.
Made it younger.
No, 1 year older. That was the saving
I
grace.
thought it went...
It went from 6 to 7.
Oh, I thought it went...
Or 5 to 6, whichever
Yeah, yeah.
one.
Whatever.
They
It was
made it
still
1 year
trash.
older, quadrupled the price, and didn't release to Kentucky where they freaking make it. They released to 4 markets, not one of them being Kentucky.
Yeah.
It would be like making a whiskey in Michigan and being like, fuck you, we're out. Like,
I mean, they did do that to Kentucky, so...
that's insane. That's wild. The product also, Sean and I reviewed it. When we did review it, we didn't like it.
We hated it. Other
So-
people loved it. It is a very
Bottom
Heaven
of E.
Hill profile, but that
Yeah.
is literally one of the worst things that we could ever buy
And
from
it-
Heaven Hill, from both value and like an enjoyment perspective.
And it was allocated.
Parker's Heritage.
Bottom S.
Okay.
Wait, what do we put? That'd be under Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. Top of S.
Yeah, buddy. I was gonna say, hold on a minute.
Can I tell you why? Orange
We're
Curacao.
Okay. It's experimental.
What do we do with
Everyone's
that?
allowed one.
What? Okay, that's fine. We're giving them a pass.
Yes,
Okay. And I
absolutely.
kind of like the Orange Curacao, if I'm being completely honest.
It's opened up a little bit. It's
almost empty.
We've sampled a lot of that
Given
one
a lot
out.
of
We
that.
gave a lot of that away because we had it when it was like 20 degrees.
That's a
in
fun party
here.
whiskey.
Yeah,
Be like, what do you think it is? They're like, what? I have no idea. You'll never guess.
it's wild. But I put Parker's Heritage Promise of Hope in like probably my top 5 whiskeys I've ever had.
Sure.
The Heavy Char Bourbon that I'm drinking
Incredible.
right now is probably one of my favorite things they've ever released.
One of my favorite ryes I've ever had in my entire
The Heavy Char rye.
lifetime is Parker's Heritage the Char Rye.
You're drinking the Char Wheat, which I am fantastic. Oh, excuse you.
It's gotta be the wheat thing, huh? It's gotta be. I will say, Parker's does
It's an S. Okay,
produce
we'll write
some
that
of the
down.
greatest whiskey.
S.
It is, Parker's is Heaven Hill's BTAC.
It is.
And they, more often than
They
not,
kill it.
90% of the time.
Okay, and then I think we
Last
end
but
it
not least.
on their I don't
know
even know
the
what you
name
want
of
to
it
call
is.
this, like a crowning achievement
I call
of
it-
excellence. I don't know what we want to
If
call
I
it.
worked for Heaven Hill's marketing, I'd call it their Heritage Series. Because
Okay.
they're all hyper-aged.
Yeah, but they already have Parker's Heritage.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's why it felt familiar, huh?
Yeah. So we have
Hey,
Heaven Hill
Heaven Hill,
17.
we're on the same page if you guys are hiring for marketing.
Heaven Hill 17, which thankfully, because of Nick Jones, we
Yeah.
got to try a sample of, is fantastic.
A. Do you think it's as good as Parker's Heritage?
Some of them.
Would you buy one of the good Parker's Heritages,
Like what? Like one of these?
that char, or the let's say the last 3, the wheat, the Heavy Char Bourbon, or the Heavy Char Rye, or Heaven Hill 17 at retail? And Heaven Hill 17 is like 300 and change. Those are 130. This is the thing.
I didn't know it was $300.
Yeah, they were. I mean, it's 17 years old. It's very, very old
I
whiskey.
think, without a doubt, I think I'd actually flip a coin.
I'd pick Parker's every time.
We've had several of these. We
Yes.
own several of these. So we've never owned the Heaven Hill 17.
We have not.
It was really, really good.
It was great.
And it would be fun to blind it, because I think it's going to be higher than you think.
Can I tell you what my
It
problem?
better be top of A. If you want to put it as an A,
Can I tell you what my
Top A.
problem with Heaven Hill 17 is? And it's not Heaven Hill's fault. It has nothing to do with them, which
Go
is
ahead.
completely unfair. I was told that it was as good as BTAC.
don't listen to Nick Jones.
I know. This is the problem. I was told it was as good as George C. Stagg. It's not. It's just not.
I literally think you could blind it against some very high-level whiskeys, and
Oh.
it would be, oh yeah, I don't know why.
That slaps the shit out of Heaven Hill 17. That was last year's Parker's release. That's better than Heaven Hill 17. It's half the price. This is my problem with Heaven Hill 17.
Okay, the lowest I will go with Heaven Hill 17 because it
Top
is
A.
actually amazing. A.
Top A.
Yeah.
So
The
first
300
place in
hurts
A.
a little bit, doesn't it? I don't know. I'll give it an A. I'll settle on an A. I'm good with that.
A plus.
You know what?
Without having the 27.
A. Wow, this is a. I mean, we have S to E here.
SE.
We have S to E all the way.
We covered the whole chart.
We're
did a good
come to
job.
find out very love it or hate it with Heaven Hill.
Yeah, that's
let us
really
let us
true.
know in the comments below what you agree with
What
or
we got
what
wrong.
you think we got wrong.
Oh.
Don't come at me with we forgot the Heaven Hill, Kentucky. We left
We
some stuff.
didn't do the
This
rise.
needs to be fair.
We didn't do the rise.
Not one. It's all
We should. Well, how do we start? We're the Bourbon Junkies. Thank you guys for watching.
Part.
Like, comment, survive.
What is happening right now?
Like, comment, survive is what I was trying to say. Because
Your
holy
brain.
shit.
You got two brain cells right now rubbing together. And they're
Tuesday's not a
listening
bad day.
to Robert Downey Jr. going,
I
survive.
haven't had any
Water?
Black Label Alpha. Oh, I haven't. Holy shit. I had 2 coffees
There's water in that.
and whiskey. Those are all water-based products. Come to
Yeah,
find
more
out.
so the coffee is water.
Water-based.
It's not. I had to talk about that this last weekend.
That
It's
it's not
coffee doesn't dehydrate you.
Supposedly.
It's a myth.
I think that
Caffeine is a
diuretic or
semi-diuretic,
whatever,
yeah. So you'll pee, but you also took a lot of water in.
well, it is literally water.
water,
It's not even like you mix water with something else. It's just fucking water. It just was charcoal filtered, some would say.
Maybe.
It's like the Lincoln County process.
Okay. You good?
I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I wish that we had the 27 already for this video.